Hi, Jeff here from Love, Laughter, and Luggage. So you're probably thinking it's getting to be close to wintertime and I probably need to get my car ready for winter for safe driving. Well, we're planning a trip to Branson, Missouri for an Ozark Mountain Christmas, and we do this every year. So I'm just gonna kind of show you some tips on how I get the car ready to go for wintertime. So the first thing I do is always make sure you check your tires. That's the main important thing. That's where you get your traction. That's where you get, so you don't slide out and so you can grab in the snow so you don't get stuck. So the first thing I do is come over here and I'm gonna check the tire pressure. So of course you got your tire gauge. I always have this in each of my vehicles and I will always put it in the glove compartment. So to check your tires, it's real easy. You bend down just like this. You got your stem here and you unscrew your stem and you always keep that here or you'll lose it and then you just have to go buy more stems. So tire gauge, and you just put it on there and you just push hard and you'll see this thing rise up and it'll give you the pressure. If you can see that, that's about 32 pounds, which that's good. Usually recommended anywhere from 30 to 35 pounds. I like to keep anywhere from 32 to 35 pounds. Another thing to check once you know, and you're gonna check all your tires, another thing to do is check, how much tread you have on these tires. As you can see, these are pretty new tires, so they have a lot of tread on them, but if you weren't sure, you get a regular penny, and you're gonna take Lincoln's head, you're gonna turn it around like this, and you're gonna stick it in there, and they say if you can see all of Lincoln's head, that means you need to probably look into buying new tires. As you can see, plenty of Lincoln's head. We're up to his nose here, so we're pretty good here. So we all know my tires are good. Of course, you would do this on all four tires and make sure you're good. The better tires you have, the better traction on snow and ice you're gonna get. So the next thing we do is I'm going to come over here and I'm gonna check the wipers. Windshield wipers definitely are important because we live here in the Midwest and conditions are very unpredictable. You can have rain, you can have sleet, you can have freezing rain, you can have snow, and that's all in one day. So we're gonna come over here. I just like to look at my windshield wipers. As you can see, you pull them up, you look at your blade themselves, and I like to feel it like this to see if there's any rough edges, which really there's not. And then you look very closely and you look for cracks, you look for cuts, anything that might streak your windshield, because you want the best possible. You want that to get the ice, you want that to get the snow and the rain off of there. High visibility is all we're looking at. Windshield washer fluid. Always make sure you check your windshield washer fluid. The stuff you put in the summertime is not necessarily good for the wintertime. They make windshield washer fluid that is antifreeze and it's actually a winter formula. Make sure you get all that. The next thing you do is have your battery checked. Usually check it professionally, take it to a battery store, Walmart, any one of those, and they will do it for free. Just say, hey, I need my battery checked, and they'll do it for free. They'll also check antifreeze, and usually they do it with a device. It's about yay big. It has a little bulb on it. They stick it in there, push it on there, and they see how many balls roll to the top. All right, next thing you do, main thing, is I always have an emergency kit in the trunk. And let me come show you this. All right, I always keep it in a box here. So, of course, wintertime, you need ice scraper, and because, it's a necessity. So, always have one of those with you. I'm gonna open this, I have a little tote here. I actually don't have it with me, I'm gonna have to go get it, but I usually always have a blanket in here with me, just in case you need it to keep warm, So this is just a regular emergency roadside kit. Let's go through this real quick. I have a tow rope. This can get you out of a jam. Say you slide off in the ditch and someone can pull you out, and here you have it. I've actually used this to get my daughter out of the ditch. The second thing I have is jumper cables. Definitely jumper cables. You don't want to rely on somebody else having them because not everyone has jumper cables in their cars. So if you have them, you're always ready to go. Get someone to jump you if you get stuck, and there you go. Another thing we have, flashlights. As you can see, I love the Horde flashlights. I have 3 of them in here. Also, I have spare batteries right here. We have light stick, so you can light up in your car if you need to, a couple of those. Let's see, emergency water bag. Well, let's hope we never have to use that. Little orange, I think that's like a little caution sign you can put in your window so people know you're stranded. And of course you have battery brush, you have some hose clamps, you know, in case the hose comes out, maybe you can do a quick fix on it. Plastic ties, a poncho, in case you're running around out in the rain. Some tape just so you can maybe fix that hose, or that hose that broke, you can fix it. And little emergency blanket, and I put a special little tool in there. It is a Swiss Army knife, and because you know you can't leave home without Swiss Army knife because it has everything on there. And actually we have a little emergency first aid kit with a few supplies in there. All right, we keep this, and actually have another ice scraper. Keep this in your car at all times. Make sure it's in there, especially at winter time. And you follow all these tips, and you should be well prepared for your winter driving. I'm Jeff from Love, Laughter, and Luggage. Thanks for watching.